Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Gunners Guild. In this Remnant 2 video, we're going to be taking a walk through Root Earth, the last biome here in Remnant 2, and the only other fixed biome in that it's not randomly generated, so we again, like the Labyrinth video, have a concise guide without worrying about any changes to it. As I mentioned before in the Labyrinth video, I would prefer if people experience these areas on their own first as to not spoil anything, but if you already went through those and you don't want to just miss anything, I'm here for you, so let's just get into this. Root Earth, let's make it fast. As we enter the portal, we can start out and take a few sites as we run down the initial ramp to this first arena. There's going to be a lot of root enemies that spawn, so make sure you clear them all out. Now from the ramp where you entered the arena, hug the wall along the right hand side and it'll take you to this other ramp up. Run up the ramp and look over the ledge to the truck and drop down onto the truck. Down this pit we can pick up the Hellfire gun, fortunately it's not a Mew. From here, get out of the crater and head over to the opposite corner. You will see some wooden blockage that you can crouch under to take you into this building. There will be some enemies, but not too many, so just clear them up. Head up the ramp and around the area to the top, and then run over to this hole in the corner. Here you can drop down and pick up the Reaping Stone. Go back up the ramp again, and again around all the way up to the top, but this time don't drop down the hole. Instead, run over to the edge and look over to this little concrete block sticking out the window, and vault over to that. You can follow the pillar down here and pick up the steel katana as well as the Gendroid armor set. From here, we're going to progress forward and head into this building, which is usually guarded by an elite, and you can get the next checkpoint here. We're going to go around and pick up the chest from some extra loot and head into this back room here. Drop down the hole, pick up the chest and kill more enemies. And then drop down the other hole to get your new relic, the Resonating Heart. Head back and out up to the checkpoint and continue out where you get to the next big ramp area. Instead of going down this ramp, go around into this hole in the wall. Here you're going to pick up Xania's Malice. There's nothing else around here, so go ahead down the ramp and down to the first siege of this area. It's a pretty simple event, just a lot of swarms of enemies and elites to fight, so just go ahead and take care of this. Now when you're done with the encounter though, head to the train in the top left corner if you're looking at from like where you entered the arena at, top left. You can jump through this train car and pick up the Haymaker's Ring. Here's where it's on the map, it's kind of obvious. So continue forward and make your way to the next checkpoint. Inside this awfully familiar warehouse, you can head up the stairs and check inside for the Ankh of Power. From here, we're going to continue towards this hole outside and then head down it and kill some more roots. When you drop down into this water area, you got a lot more root enemies to kill. On the left hand side of this wall there's going to be another hole in the wall that you can crouch into. Head up the ladder and pick up the Dying Ember Ring. And that's all for this area. So continue up to the top of the warehouse, head on out and down to the next checkpoint. Here you're going to have another encounter, which I'm not going to help you with, sorry. When you complete the encounter though, you can head just into this next zone. So this is going to be the second area, the Dark Harbor, and we're just going to grab the World Stone and just run straight in and clear a bunch of roots. And then you're going to kill these giant root walkers and the enemies that they summon. Continue on until you reach this bend, which will have an elite nearby, so kill that elite and all the little guys around. Just clear it all up. After you clear the enemies, at the top of the slope where the bend occurs, there's a wall of roots. You should have seen it on the way in. And it's got a little like bramble wall that has a hole in it that you can just crawl through. Here you're going to get the decayed heart relic. Then you're going to head on out and continue down the slope into the next area, which also contains a lot more root walkers, as well as a nasty flyer elite. Kill everything here, and then just make your way up the ramp. Continue forward and you'll end up at another warehouse-like area which has a few more root enemies as well as your next checkpoint. You can continue from this checkpoint down the hallways and kill the root along the way. And you'll end up at another siege event. It's just gonna be another kill enemies and survive, so good luck. After you killed the 2 elite enemies, you should be done, and then you're going to go ahead and go up the ramp and then just go to the control room, which will have a trait book. And then below that area, there's another hole in the wall, so go and vault over the railing once you head out of the control room, and then run down there. You're going to come into a large clearing with enemies and elites that spawn, which you can deal with or not. You can also just run into the root walker down there, which isn't an actual enemy, and then grab the escalation protocol amulet out of its eye and run back out. After you get the escalation protocol, you can head out and back to the room where you did the siege event, and then continue down the tunnels leading out of that area. Up the stairs is a door which loops back to the checkpoint here, but we're going to go ahead and continue up the stairs and then drop out to this root near the ledge and follow it along. Crouch under here and then drop down. Here's the probability cord, the ring you can spot from the checkpoint. Turn around and head back to the area you dropped down and then go through the bramble wall on the left to get the decayed claws. And then we're going to go ahead and head back out to the checkpoint and then go back through the nearby doorway you just opened, which will take you back up the stairs. And now again, this is where you drop to the root, but we're not going up the stairs yet. You're going to go around them first and then check the storage containers for the open one, which contains the flyweight sting. Now you can go back up the stairs, continue to kill your root enemies as they ambush you. And at the top of this platform, before you go up this next set of stairs, again, we're going to go around and underneath those stairs to pick up the kinetic cycle stone. And then we can go back up the stairs up to the top, and then we're at our last checkpoint. From this next checkpoint, you can go out to the left and head down to this other ominous arena. You have another encounter, which again I'm not going to help with, no spoilers, good luck. When you finish this encounter, you can head out to the right side and down the root tunnel, which takes you to the last zone. Congratulations, you're now at the World Stone checkpoint and you're all done with Root Earth. From here, you're on your own, but we got through everything I found in Root Earth, so I hope you all learned something, found something, and hope to see you again in a future Remnant 2 video. So thanks and good luck out there.